grow, flourish, and prosper. All right. And in honor of Women's History Month that's coming to an end, we have something special just for you. Stay tuned. Welcome to the WorkHARDaholics Show with your host, the original WorkHARDaholic, Shirley Crawford, author, speaker, and small business consultant for over 20 years, helping you to work hard, play harder, and business better. As I say, people, keep smiling. Welcome back to WorkHARDaholics. Hello. Let's put this show on the road. All right, so here's the deal. Have several things I want to share with you. Do you really not know who I am? Do I really have to do that? Fine. Hello. This is Shirley Crawford, the host of WorkHARDaholics. The rest you can find in my bio. It's online. Check it out. Okay. Let the games begin. Have a lot going on today, so I want to make sure that you get it all. All right? So for you, that entrepreneur that's out there, you're looking for information, you need some resources, some tools for your business. We've got you covered. Here we go. First things first, if you are in the state of VA, if you're in Virginia, if you are a small business owner and you are SWAM, not swim, but SWAM certified. That's small, women, and or minority business. You don't have to be all three. You need to be one or the other. Okay? But if you are certified, you're SWAM certified, this concerns YOU. Okay? Here is the deal. EVA is changing the system. Not evil, EVA. As the Electronic Virginia. It's the procurement system for the state of Virginia. So if you're SWAM certified, even if you're not SWAM certified, if you are looking to do business with the state, then you should be registered with EVA. If this sounds like alphabet soup to you, you don't know what I'm talking about at all, drop me a message in the DMs. I will happily give you the education you need to be connected, people. All right? So for EVA, they're having a new platform. I don't know how I feel about that because a new platform means a transition. And I don't know if you all recall, was it last year the SEC did their transition, and it was like, oh my God, it was a lot of things happening, and a lot of people couldn't get to their accounts. And I know I made 3 trips down to the SEC. Lovely people, State Corporation Commission. Lovely people down in Jamestown, down in James Center here in Richmond, VA, for the entire state of Virginia. They're lovely, but that was a lot of trips to have to make to get that all together. But now the system is working wonderful. I'm enjoying all of my online digital options for me and for my clients. I'm wondering if it's going to be the same for this transition for EVA. I don't know. I'm not the one running the show. I'm sharing with you the information, so be prepared. So the transition is going to be happening, and it's not very long, people. May 2nd. Mayday. May 2nd, they're switching the platform for EVA. They say there's a training that's happening 24/7. There's also a special training happening in April. I haven't seen a date for it. You can click the links. You can log into their system to see more about it. I am just here to make sure that you know the platform is changing. I don't want you logging in trying to do an RFP or figure out what's going on and then like, I can't get in. You have to know. We warned you. We warned you right here. WorkHARDaholics. So be aware. Hit the training up. Speaking of things you need to know, all right, talking about procurement. If you all don't know, we want your businesses to be successful. Success means you have to actually have money coming in the door. Even a nonprofit is still a business first, but it's a business that does good. But if you're not bringing money in, then no money is coming out. All right. So with that in mind, James Madison University, James Madison, we are the Dukes of JMU. Go fight, win. Ask me where I went to school. Okay. Yeah. Christine asked me where I go to school. Okay. Yes, JMU. JMU, VCU. Well, right now, let's talk about those Dukes. So at JMU, I think JMU does an exceptional job when it comes to supplier diversity events and outreach. Like I've dealt with them a few times, and I think they do a great job of it. VCU does, I think, a very nice job as well. Um, but I'm always surprised at the reach that JMU uses, the net they use to reach out. So they're in Harrisonburg, and they're still constantly reaching out to Richmond and to, you know, down to Norfolk, Tidewater area to reach out to vendors. So this could be you. So they are having an event. Brandon Bellamy is their speaker. It's May 17th. There is a charge for the event. Just know that now. There is a charge for the event, but you can register. And the whole point of the event is to teach you how to pull back the curtain. So a lot of times when we're talking about EVA and procurement, people, your eyes rolling your head. I know, because you're sitting across from me when you're doing it. And that's why we try to take the time to make sure you're connected with the information you need. And this event is specifically about how do you, as a small business owner, do business with James Madison University. So as a university, they have the hospital that's right there on campus, in addition to the medical centers. And I mean, but they have all kinds of needs. There's the bio center, all of everything you can think of, everything from lawn care to furniture, construction. JMU at one point was voted one of the best eateries of a school, of a university in the state of Virginia. That's why everybody who went there is kind of fat. Actually, we weren't fat then, so let's not blame it on the school. That's afterwards. But they have a lot of things that they need, and they could be needing it from you. So this opportunity, May 17th, is a great time for you to learn more about what they're looking for. And the buyers from JMU that I've met in the past have been really exceptional and really looking for good, quality, diverse vendors. So if that's you, check it out. All right. Next up, we have this amazing event coming up, and it's so amazing that even I might go. Yeah. And for those of you who don't know, I am just as antisocial as they come. I know it confuses people because I am an introvert with high level extrovert tendencies. I am not an ambivert. Don't be confused. I really am an introvert. I'm not socially awkward. I am able to socialize and run events and do things and talk. So it confuses people. But really, I'm an introvert. But this event sounds so amazing, and it's being led by and spearheaded by the team of none other than Rhetorics. So, of course, and yes, our producer is helping along in that process. So I know it's going to be amazing. So I'm pretty much committed to going. I'm happy about it somewhere in my heart. Socializing. But, yeah, I know I sound very somber. One of my favorite artists in the whole wide world will be a part of this event. So, I mean, it's so much a win-win. I haven't told you what the event is yet, have I? See, I'm in my feelings. I'm back now. So the event is a little black dress, ladies. If you've been looking for an occasion, a reason to get dolled up, throw on that little black dress, network with other likewise minded professional women, this event is for you. And it's being hosted by Rita Ricks. I mean, you can't really go wrong. I just want to be an introvert today, but that's okay. The event is Saturday, April 9th at a community gathering place, which I hear is lovely. Haven't seen it yet, so I'm looking forward to it. So that's going to be happening on the Saturday. And then that Sunday is actually Jazz on the James. I get the name right? Jazz on the James with none other than Marcus Johnson. I have a little crush. Just a little crush. He's amazing. Love the music. And every time I see him, he seems like such a sweetheart of a guy. And he has Flow wines. He has the candles, which I have one in my office. And just amazing altogether. So, and the fact that he and Rita are partnering together, you can't go wrong. So there are tickets available for the event. You can go to her website, readerix.com, for more information. And yes, you can come up to me and say, hello. I'm not that bad. I will be geared up to be social for the event. And then when it's over, I'll go home and crash. That's how it works for an introvert. We have to get ready, pumped up to socialize, and then we have to go recuperate in our bubble. So yes, I look forward to seeing you all there. I think it's going to be an amazing event. I really, really do. So I'll be there. And then a couple of reminders for you all. I've mentioned before, you can still nominate for Power Women presented by Brown Edwards. It's their inaugural event, so I think it's going to be exciting. And so if you know of a woman, who's exceptional and amazing, and it's a bunch of different categories, you can send your nominations. You have until April 11th. So not much longer, a couple more weeks to nominate. So let the nominations begin. And so you can go to rvapowerwomen.com/nomination. And speaking of that, I don't have information for it, but you should also know the RVA Awards. I've seen it posted everywhere, and I really would like to support more. It's the RVA Awards. I think you can go to Cara Presley's page and see more information, but they're taking nominations right now as well. I always see it on Instagram. I'll try to be good. I'll try to find that and share it somewhere on our page because I believe in supporting, especially those who are supporting others. All right. And then something very exciting this way comes. As of yesterday, or as of Monday, sorry, I need to know the days of the week. Monday, March 28th, was the kickoff for the Film Festival High School Competition. I think I said it right. I think I said it all correctly. Okay, so here's the deal. If you are, or if you know a high school student in the state of Virginia, that's private, public, homeschool, nobody's asking, a high school student in the state of Virginia, they can submit a maximum 30-minute short, right, to the Film Festival. And even though it's femme related, it can be male, female, whomever can participate. They just have to make sure that they are giving, that their presentation relates to the theme. And if you ask me what the theme is, I'll say, I have to tell you later. And it's a beautiful theme. I just can't remember what it is. It's like hope and oh, here it is. Sorry, I could just read. The theme of the piece has to be providing healing. Let me go back. The theme has to be women, providing healing, promoting hope. Try that again. So, anyone can enter that is a Virginia high school student. The theme of the short, it's no longer than 30 minutes, has to be about women, providing healing, promoting hope. Okay? You can go to Film Freeway to register for the event, to enter your submission. You can do that through Film Freeway. At some point, it'll be on the WBC RVA website and on ouремpowerment.com. I think it's going to be up there on Thursday, on tomorrow. So you can check any one of those 3 locations. And if you know someone, tell them to submit their piece, because one, they'll get the accolades. We will be showing the winner during the Empower Conference, which is August 4th through the 6th. And the 6th will be at the Bird Theater, and we'll be showing this piece, the winner's piece, during the Filmmakers Festival. So that should be very exciting. And not only we get the accolades and the recognition and the showing of the piece, wait, there's more. They also get a $500 prize, and their recognized school or institution will also receive $500 for their film department. And if they don't have one of those, we'll talk about where the money goes. But very exciting. But you only have until May 9th for your entry. All right? This is all 2022. If you're seeing this far into the future, it's past. Okay. All right. And then, as we speak about Women's History Month, we want to bring something really special to you all today. Our producer, Christina, has done some amazing work and we want to share it with you all. And so, the thing that we want to share with you all, especially in honor of Women's History Month, is called Women in Entrepreneurship. Right. And so it's going on. It started yesterday, tonight, and tomorrow. So we're going to give you all a happy replay of the what happened last night because you didn't know. We want to share it with you all, and it's amazing. I'm honored to be a part of it. It's also in conjunction with the Empower Conference, but it's produced by the Imagine Media Lab and the same producer who produces this show. So we're very excited about it, and that's what we want to bring to you now. So until next time, live better, do better, be better, and enjoy women in entrepreneurship.
Hi everyone, my name is Jackie Vergara, and I'm here at the Women's Business Center, RVA. I'm so excited because today is the first episode in the Women in Entrepreneurship series, brought to you by the second annual Empower Conference. So I have my lovely co-host here, Rita Rix, and today we are going to be interviewing LaShawanda Moore. So before we get started, I'll go ahead and have Rita introduce herself.
Hey everybody, my name is Rita Rix. I am a member of the Women's Business Center RVA, and I am a spiritual business coach.
Thank you so much, Rita.
Thank you for asking me.
So now we'll go ahead and dive into all that is LaShawanda Moore. Hi, LaShawanda. How are you today?
Hello, I am wonderful. How are you?
I'm doing great. We're so excited that you're able to be here and in person.
Yes, I'm excited to be here as well. I think this is an amazing series being put on by Imagine Media Lab, so I'm just excited to be a part of episode number 1.
Fabulous. I'm so excited. So why don't you tell us a little bit about how you got started with Launch Entertainment Park?
Oh, wow. How did we get started? I'll say maybe 2015. My husband and I were talking about doing something to create jobs for the economy and teach our children entrepreneurship firsthand. And the firsthand piece came about because both my husband and I are engineers full time.
Very cool.
We have a career working for a Fortune 500 company. And we also have always had a side business. I am a coach and he was a photographer. Neither of those allowed our children to participate and learn entrepreneurship firsthand. And we believe that entrepreneurship is the way of the world. America was founded on entrepreneurship, and we believe that big companies are breaking up into smaller companies and more people are leaving the big workplace and forming small businesses. So we were like, what can we do? We were new to Richmond and we were just really trying to figure out what could we do to give jobs, create jobs, and teach our kids. And we remembered some acquaintances in Delaware where we came from who opened up a launch trampoline park. And we were like, you know what? Let's do that here. And so we started our journey and we began the discovery work. We went to Rhode Island to the headquarters. It's a franchise. We invited a partner to join us and come check it out. He and his wife joined us. He said, let's go check it out. Let's go see. And so when we came back, I prayed and fasted. And at the end of the fast, God said, go. And I said, go where? He said, go. And I was like, go where? I think I may have forgotten what I asked for, right? Because he was like, go. And then it became clear that he said, go into the journey, like start that venture. And so it took a while, and I'll just pause, and just kind of, I've answered your question of how we got into Launch Entertainment Park. And it was really about creating jobs and helping our children learn entrepreneurship firsthand.
That's wonderful. So how would you describe being able to have your children on this journey with you?
That has been amazing and hard at the same time. When you get into an endeavor such as a brick and mortar, the size of Launch, it's a 29,000 square foot facility.
Wow.
So there's a lot that comes with it. So I'll tell you, so 2015, we started the journey to find a location, which took us about a year to find a perfect spot for us here in the Richmond, Virginia area. And when we found the spot, it took us a while to negotiate the lease. After all, we've never seen anything like this happen before in our lives. No one in our family had ever done anything like this, nothing, especially at this size, this magnitude. But once we secured the location, we got the lease in place, then we started to market. That part was amazing with our children because we have a mascot named Joey. And so every weekend we would be out. My babysitter, let me back up. So when I moved here, my babysitter, who started babysitting for us when my 15-year-old was 8 weeks, she moved here too.
Wow.
Yes, she moved from Delaware to Richmond area. And she got her, own job, own apartment. But when we said we were going to do Launch, she said, well, I'm doing it too. So 1 year before we opened up, she worked for us for free to help us get the word out. We did guerrilla marketing, and we had Joey out every weekend. And so our kids got a chance to experience marketing, at its finest, like grassroots guerrilla marketing at its finest. And they got a chance to experience some really fun and amazing events, and meet all kinds of people. And that part was just amazing. And as I continue, on with the question around how has this been for my children, it's been great because they got their first job working for Launch, right? At 14, my son, or actually he told me he started at 12, and then my other son got his first job. But what was hard was when the numbers weren't rolling in, right? The revenue wasn't coming in, and making hard decisions around, it's not in our budget, over and over and over, having to say we can't do something because it's not in our budget, and having to be okay in that particular season with my kids and hope and pray that they understood that it was a part of the entrepreneurial journey and that it wasn't going to last forever, right? And I'll back up again because I left my career as an engineer in 2018 to be this full-time entrepreneur and get Launch off the ground running. So I left October 2018, and December 29, 2018, we opened up the doors to Launch.
Wow.
So I didn't have my engineering salary hitting the bank account every month. And so it was a struggle, at some point in this journey to always have to say, it's not in the budget, because I didn't want to say we can't afford it or we can't do it. I just say it's not in the budget this time, because I knew there was a yet. It was coming.
I love that.
That's good. That's good. So you have 4 children. Tell us your age, the ages.
So I have 3 boys and a girl. My oldest is 17. He's soon to be 18 in May. Then my middle son is 15. He'll be 16 next month. And then I have a 12-year-old son and a 9-year-old daughter. I always wanted a girl. I got her.
Yes.
4 and no more.
Yeah.
That's my thing.
I hear you.
Love that. I have another question for you. As a woman-owned business, what does that mean to you?
The first word that came to my mind was powerful. The fact that as a woman, we are multifaceted beings.
Absolutely.
And when I think of multifaceted, I think of a diamond, and how the diamond have many different sides to it, and the facets of it sparkle depending on what side you're looking at. And I think that as women, we have all of those different sides. And the fact that I can be mom, in one facet, one moment, I can be wife in another facet, one moment, I'm, full-time employee again, and then I could be an employer as an entrepreneur and create jobs for the community and have a platform to help people create a sustainable and enjoyable life, a platform where I can mentor, teach, and role model ethics, economics, and entrepreneurship. Like, that's boss. That's powerful. So being a woman entrepreneur is everything because you have a tool. You have a platform. And when you think of it as a tool that allows you to advance your purpose and your why, then there's nothing but amazingness that comes out of advancing what God has put you on this earth to do. So yeah, it's powerful.
That's great. Really, really, I could feel like the emotion, the passion just coming from you. That's amazing.
Yeah.
So my next question would be, what advice would you give other women entrepreneurs, maybe if they're just getting started and they're in the middle of their journey? What would you say to them?
The first thing is ensure that whatever it is you are doing is in alignment with your why. And if you don't know your why, I would back up, pump the brakes, and get really clear on what you're here for. And that's not easy work to discover your why. Like that takes introspective thinking. It takes a partner. It takes people around you to keep asking you, but why does that matter? Every time I thought I had discovered my why, my husband I went through a very tough time at the end of my first career, if you will, and had a rough experience that really caused me to lose who I was. I forgot what LaShawanda was good at and just what I was supposed to be doing here because I was so consumed with trying to meet the standard and to, meet the expectations of others and didn't do it. I failed at meeting the expectation and standards, right? And I just lost myself in the midst of it. And the way I was able to recover, one of the ways, is through discovering my why. And every time I thought I had discovered my why, my husband would be like, but why does that matter? And I would go back to think through. And then I come back, okay, here it is. And he was like, I'm not feeling it. Why does it matter? And so that why piece has been really critical once I got down to, really drill into it, because it becomes the lens from which you make decisions. And when the going gets tough in entrepreneurship, you can center right back into that why, right? You could get right back onto, okay, well, what am I here for? Yes, this might be hard, but is this necessary in order for me to continue to advance the purpose and the call that I've been put on earth to do? Right. So very first thing for women in entrepreneurship is to ensure that it's in alignment with your why, and it is a tool that you're going to use to advance it. And then the second thing is around getting help. Like, we cannot do entrepreneurship on our own, in my opinion. I haven't seen any successful entrepreneur do life and entrepreneurship by themselves. Like, there's no reason to reinvent the wheel. Coaches, mentors, fellow entrepreneurs, like, who's out there already that has paved the way, right? That you can befriend and, be in their space, sit at their feet, right? Whether you have to pay for it or you just are in good graces with others. But we need each other to survive. We cannot do this thing on our own. And so I guess that would be the second thing. But the third thing is to stay in the game. Like, if entrepreneurship is really in your heart and it's really what you want to do, no matter how tough it is, stay in it. Don't give up. There's gain at the end.
That's powerful.
Thank
Very
you.
cool. Yeah.
You know, I am feeling this so much because I am a spiritual business coach. And you and I have talked before.
Yes.
And what you are saying that I really want everybody to hear is that you are connected to a higher source.
Oh, yes.
And it's important to understand that you are connected to a higher source. I heard you say you prayed and you fast, you know,
Yes.
and people need to understand that because anybody can start a business.
Yeah.
We all have something we do really well. And so we started because it is our craft.
Yes.
But in order to sustain it,
You need a higher power.
you need a
that's my
higher power. Yes.
If it wasn't for God, I would not be here. I would not be here, first of all, if it wasn't for him. If it wasn't for him, those doors would be closed, because the fact that the doors of Launch are open today is no one but his unmerited grace and favor. And when you commit something to him, when you give your business back to God, he will never put himself to shame.
That's right.
And everybody knows, everybody should know that Launch Entertainment Park belongs to him.
Yeah.
And that he said go.
Yeah.
And so even when the balance of the bank account hit negative, something came to bring it back up. When the bank account was negative, our people still got paid. For however it happened.
I mean, through COVID. Listen.
Through
Yeah.
COVID, we're
Listen.
still standing. So many people
Yeah.
didn't make it through COVID. And I was just talking about this last night. So last night, I have a new general manager, Fallon St. James, and we're very pleased to have her on board. And so last night, she and I and Joey invited the staff to come play with us, play laser tag with us. And so I had some staff who had been with us a while and not really working with us now. They are still on the payroll. They can come anytime they want, but they've moved on and moved up in their life, and that's what I love to see. That is the purpose of Launch, right? To develop people so that they're the amazing, even more amazing on the other side of the doors. Well,
Love
they
that.
came back last night, and I said, okay, I have a question for you. And then another person like, she wants you to work today or tomorrow, right? I was like, well, you know, if you are free on Saturday, I could use your help. But that's not what I want. I said, how has Launch helped you? Like, if you think about where you are today in your careers, because they're in careers now, you know, can you look back and say that Launch really helped you? And they were like, they paused, they were like, yes. And I said, how so? And one talked about the financial aspect. She was a key holder. And so she was responsible for the bookkeeping. She said a lot of the stuff that I utilized here helped me there. And now she's like the right hand to the senior, you know, the leader there in her place of business. And so she put some organization in place because of what she learned at Launch. The other one, who's an engineer now, she's like, yes, the leadership piece really helped me. Her as an entry-level engineer, they already see her leadership potential and capabilities because she came in with confidence as a leader, and that's what she was able to build at Launch. You know, and so I said, this is why Launch is open. Launch is God's place, right, for God's people to be developed and to grow. So mission always before money. Because at the end of the day, when you've given it back, when you've given it to him, he's going to provide and he is going to make it great no matter what. And I was like, I never have to make a dime off of this place if I keep having stories like
That's
this.
right.
Oh,
That's
amazing.
right. Let me just say add one other piece, because you talked about your why and you talked about being in alignment. That's the other piece, because if as an entrepreneur you have a craft, you need to understand why you are doing it.
Yes.
It's not for your glory. It is not
Nope.
for the money. Because that's why
right.
I just want to go in so I can make money and then I can go on vacation. Trust me. That's
not
not
the
how it
why.
works.
Yeah,
it's
that's
not
a
how
result.
it works. Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly. And so you want to be sure, be clear of the outcome. You want to be clear that you're in alignment. I love the words that you use, and you must constantly remind yourself of the why, because I believe that the money follows the ministry.
It does.
When you are in the ministry, when you are in your why, like you say, doesn't matter about the bank account, because it absolutely works. So
I'm so glad you said that, Rita, because I didn't say that, but your why is not about you. Your why is about others.
that's right.
Yeah.
So if you think you've defined a why for yourself that is about materialistic things for yourself, it's probably not your why.
Well,
Your
it's not
why is
going to be sustainable. The business will not be sustainable.
Not on that, because you can find other ways to get material stuff. You know, you can find other ways to make money, right? The why is about others, right? It's a cause that you support. And the reason why is so hard to define is because of where it resides in our brains. It's in the portion of the brain that doesn't have language. And so that's why you have to have help to define your why, because someone has to pull it out of you. It's in the portion of the brain that houses our emotions. And when you think about it, it's very hard to articulate emotions, how you feel, how you're feeling, right? That's the part of the brain you have to tap into to discover your why. And that's one of the things that I do as a business coach, help people define their why.
That's great.
So I love it. I love it. I thank you so much. Do you have any other questions, Jackie?
Let's see. I have one more question.
Okay.
So you say that, God has gave you and gave everyone different gifts and talents. What would you say are your God-given gifts and talents for the world?
So my spiritual gift is administration, and that's not like secretarial. That's more around leadership and being able to organize and rally folks around a cause. Okay. I am one that is good at taking chaos and a chaotic situation and bringing resolution to it, bringing some calm and extracting some value. Like, no matter what the chaos is, I know how to envision what we need and put the right people in place. I'm good working through people. I need people in order to live this life. That's how I'm able to do all that I do, is because we have an amazing team at launch. I would not be able to do this if I didn't have an amazing team. And so being able to put people together and they build a connection and a camaraderie that allows the organization to be successful is what I'm good at doing. I could be I'm a driver, right? Let's get it done. But I do take a chaotic situation and fix it and make it better.
I think it's important, too, for everybody to know that we are in Richmond, Virginia right now. And where do you live?
I live in the Houston, Texas area.
You live in Houston, Texas. And so what you're
is
saying is so clear, to be able to go halfway across the country and still have your business here,
It's the team.
Yeah.
Yes, it's the team. And being able, that's one of the things about women in entrepreneurship. I think a lot of times we as women want to control the outcome and we want to control every aspect of it. But in order to scale up, right, and to run a sizable business and to take your small business into millions, you have to learn how to empower others and be okay with others making decisions and being in your stuff to make it happen. Right? So how do you teach them? Empowerment is about providing the resources and the tools that people need to make decisions when you're not around.
And that's what the coaching does. Yeah.
Exactly.
So
coaching,
that's
mentoring.
Right. That's right. Yeah. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
It's been awesome talking to you.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much. And how can people still get connected with you on social media if they want to be interested in your coaching? How do they connect with you?
Thank you. Well, for Launch Entertainment Park, you can go to launchrichmond.com. And we are on all social media platforms at Launch Richmond on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. You can find us, Launch, everywhere. For coaching, you can go to LaShawandaMoore.com, LaShawandaMoore.com.
Awesome. Thank you so much for being here, LaShawanda.
You are welcome.
We appreciate it so
Thanks
much.
for having me.
Every day, someone starts a new business, and more women are looking to get into entrepreneurship. Whether it's service-based, product-based, or direct sales, women are looking for business development, understanding the strategy of branding and marketing as it pertains to their business. We interview 3 dynamic women business owners, learn their why, their drive, and lessons they learned along the way in their businesses. We bring you a powerhouse of women in entrepreneurship, encouraging other women to start their own, rebrand, or gain clarity and what they have to offer as an entrepreneur. Join us for this dynamic, limited 3-part series, Women in Entrepreneurship, in honor of Women's History Month, airing on March 29th, 30th, and 31st.
Ladies, are you looking to move your office from your kitchen table to a space of your own? Are you ready to take your business to the next level? Are you looking for co-working and community? Well, then come join us at the Women's Business Center, RVA, located at 1510 Willow Lawn Drive, Suite 100, directly across the street from the Kroger at Willow Lawn. Visit us on the web at WBCRVA.com or on social media at WBCRVA. When you're ready for more than just office space, come join the WBCRVA family. Ladies, are you looking to move your office from your kitchen table to a space of your own? Are you ready to take your business to the next level? Are you looking for co-working and community? Well, then come join us at the Women's Business Center, RVA, located at 1510 Willow Lawn Drive, Suite 100, directly across the street from the Kroger at Willow Lawn. Visit us on the web at WBCRVA.com or on social media at WBCRVA. When you're ready for more than just office space, come join the WBCRVA family.
Let Socialita help your business stand out from the crowd by building your brand success through social media management. We're located at 1510 Willow Lawn Drive, Suite 100. Our website is www.socialitarva.com. You can also give us a call at 804-484-2001. Again, Socialita.
Imagine Media Lab, partnered with the Women's Business Center, offers hourly rental to a multimedia studio. Create or edit digital assets for marketing, record that podcast you've always wanted to start, voiceovers, and live stream. All equipment and software is included in your hourly rental. Located at the Women's Business Center, 1510 Willow Lawn Drive, ImagineMediaLabs.com. Book your session today.
Like, share, subscribe, repeat. Like, share, subscribe, repeat. Like, share, subscribe, repeat. Repeat. Repeat.